So you made the decision to buy a home. Congratulations and welcome to the club. But how do you know which lender to use and how do you pick one that's right for you? Hi, I'm Rebecca Foote with the Rebecca Foote Mortgage Team, and today we're going to talk about the difference between a bank or credit union, a mortgage broker, and an independent mortgage banker. Now, when you're searching for a lender, there's a big difference between an online lender and an in-person lender. I'm not trying to be judgy here, but it is something that you're going to want to think about. An online lender will not typically live in the area in which you're looking to buy. Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing, but there are key differences when you're dealing with a local lender. They know the market and they know things like property taxes, the real estate agents, and the local market. And this will make a huge difference when you make an offer because that listing agent is going to want to deal with somebody local. Keep in mind, it's extremely important in who you align yourself with. Your tribe is everything when you're looking to buy a house. So make sure you talk to your agent, and it's okay to look online, but you want to make sure you're comparing the difference between an online lender, a bank and credit union, a mortgage broker, and somebody in your direct market. Myself and my team are proud to call Central Pennsylvania home. We know this market and we have been originating loans here since 2006. Now let's talk about the difference between a bank or credit union, a mortgage broker, and an independent mortgage banker. A bank is just what it sounds like. You're walking down the street, you can walk in, you can get a credit card, they have your car loan, they can even do a home equity line of credit for you. And yes, they do mortgages as well. Banks and credit unions are really adverse to risk. Think of them as the white-collar crew. They want to have your loan in a very tight box. They want somebody with good credit, good assets, good income, and make sure that you fit right into that little box. The challenge is that banks and credit unions are not necessarily motivated with you in mind. They're typically salaried employees that do all sorts of different jobs and don't necessarily specialize in residential mortgages. In fact, this is a pro tip. Banks and credit unions are not required to be individually licensed like we are. Right or wrong, the educational requirements, their experience, and their motivation are not necessarily with you in mind. So keep that in mind if you're dealing with a bank or credit union. Next, we have mortgage brokers. And mortgage brokers have a wide variety of both loan programs and investors that are available on the market. Here's the challenge with mortgage brokers. They don't control the process. They don't control interest rates, they don't control guidelines, they don't control underwriting, and they don't control when programs are taken away from them. And in down markets, we have seen horror stories when all of a sudden loan programs are taken away and the broker has to tell the client, we can no longer do that loan or you no longer qualify. Brokers do have competitive interest rates, but since they lack a lot of the control, that is something to keep in mind. Up next is independent mortgage banker. Now, I have worked in the banker world, the mortgage broker world, and in the independent mortgage bankers world. And I will tell you, the independent mortgage banker is the best of both worlds. And that's because you can combine the ability for a mortgage broker to shop the products and talk to different investors, along with the banker side where you have more control over the process. Now, independent mortgage bankers are not for everybody, but they are typically local and they do have a broad footprint because they also can do loans in multiple states. They also have the ability to bring on different loan programs, but we also have the appetite for creativity, flexibility, and different loan options. You see, we sell our loans to multiple investors, and because of that, it gives us the access to a multitude of loan programs, interest rates, and doing what's in your best interest and picking the best loan for you. It would be like going to a Chevy dealer to buy a Chevy, but instead you could go to a CarMax and buy that Chevy, Honda, Ford, Toyota, or many other great cars. That's what it's like to go to an independent mortgage banker. We give you the options to pick the best loan for your situation. Now what you'll see is independent mortgage bankers typically charge a little bit higher fees. They believe if you give good service, you can charge a little bit more. But that's the difference with the Rebecca Foote mortgage team. We have bridged that gap. My team and I are salary, and we cap the amount of compensation that we can get, and that in turn is better rates for you. This is a unique feature we have here at the Rebecca Foote mortgage team. Please make sure you talk to your loan officer to see what our competitive rates are and competitive fees. There's so much that goes into your offer, so make sure you do your research, you align yourself with the right people so that you can get your offer accepted. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel, and if you have any questions, reach out to the Rebecca Foote mortgage team at 717-609-4044.